Hello friends of No Friend Left Behind and welcome back to our channel. Shay here, and you know what? Something's missing. Ta-da! Happy Halloween, you guys. This is so much better. I love Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I don't know why it is, but it is. My whole entire house has these bats from the front all the way towards the back of the house. My goal is to get the bats to come back around to the front of the house. I'm obsessed with Halloween. Not necessarily the reason behind it, but just the decorating, and I think it's just a lot of fun. I love scary movies. I have purple lights in my kitchen. I have orange lights outside on my patio. So I really get into it, and I love Halloween. So I hope that you guys are having a fantastic Halloween today, and if you don't celebrate it, I hope you're just having an amazing day so far. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a tutorial within Canva. And what gave me the idea to this tutorial is because Simply Shauna has a membership. She does talk about something that is really trending in the Christmas niche for the holidays. Now, Leneda did touch on the subject of when you are creating designs for your Etsy shop, you don't want to create designs for the holiday you're in, you want to create designs for the future. So what we're doing is I'm going to show you how to wrap lights around letters and different designs or pictures within Canva. Now, before we dig right into this tutorial, be sure to subscribe to our channel, No Friend Left Behind, and it goes through the journey of all of our Etsy shops. Our shops being Leneda, myself, Simply Shauna, and Mike. We all talk about our Etsy journeys within this channel, so be sure to subscribe, hit like, hit love, make sure to follow, and you can get a lot more information from us every week. Also, wait till the very end because I have a fun question for you. First, we're going to start by opening Canva, and we're going to go to the top left and press Create a Design. We're going to create a custom design, and it's going to be 4,500 by 5,400. So now we have a blank square, and we can start creating our design. We'll go over to where it says Element on the left-hand side and click on it, then type in Christmas lights because I want to wrap Christmas lights around a Christmas-looking letter. Next, we'll go to See All because that's going to show us all the options available that Canva provides. I'll just show you a few of them right now. They do have this black letter with lights on them, but I want to go ahead and create my own. So I like this letter and the way it looks. We're going to use this letter C as the example. Now we're going to type in Christmas lights to see the different types of lights Canva offers. We'll go to See All one more time to browse through the assortment of lights. Truthfully, I could endlessly scroll to see what I like, but I don't want to take up that much time on the search, so I usually just give myself a limit on how far I scroll. I actually think I really like these lights, so I think that's the set we're going to use. Now to start this off, we're going to put the light on top of the letter C and on the top portion. I'll start to adjust it until I like where it's positioned. I actually think I want to flip the string of lights around because of the red on red, and it just blends in too much. Now let me show you how to flip this image around. You click on whatever image you want flipped. In this instance, it's the lights for me. You'll click on the lights, and at the top of the page, you'll see a box with some icons and a few words. One of the words is flip. Easy enough. Now we'll click on the word flip and another box opens. This shows the different ways you can flip it, either horizontally or vertically. In this case, we want to flip it horizontally. And voila, there you have it. It's flipped. If you don't like the way it looks, though, you can always flip it back, but I like the way this looks. Now let me adjust the string of lights until I like where they're placed. You can zoom in and out to make it easier to adjust it by moving the bar at the bottom to the right or left, and this can help you see the placement a little better. I'm going to duplicate this by clicking the lights, and when you click the light, above it, you'll see a box with some symbols. You're going to click the symbol that looks like two pieces of paper with a plus sign, and that's going to duplicate your string lights. Now we're going to flip the duplicated lights just to make it look like it's actually stringing down the letter and so that it's not repetitive with the same colors on the same side. Now again, we're going to adjust it until it fits our letter the way we want. Once we adjust it, then we'll start the process all over again by clicking the lights, making a copy, and then adjusting it on our letter. Now I'm zooming in again to make sure that it looks like the lights are stringing down the letter. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make it look as close as it's stringing down the C as possible. So we're going to do that process a few more times until we get to the bottom and like what it looks like. Now, I wasn't sure how I wanted to string the lights on this part. If I wanted to have the lights go from the left side of the letter all the way to the right side, or if I wanted two individual lights for this part of the letter. I opted for one string that went from the left to the right and went around the whole thing. I'm going to fast forward a little just because I'm going to keep duplicating the string of lights, flipping them to fit the correct color order, and adjusting them to fit the letter. Now that I like the way the lights are positioned, the next step would be to group everything together. We're going to click on the white box that the letter C is in and make sure that the whole box is highlighted. You'll know that it's highlighted because of the purple lines around the border of the box. Once it's highlighted, you'll see a box above the letter C that appears and has several things written in it and different symbols. What you're looking for right now is the word position. Once you click on the word position, a new box will come up over on the left-hand side. It's going to say arrange or layers, and we want to go to layers. The reason why we want to group everything together is because the letter C is too large for us to create any sort of design, so we want to make it smaller. We also want the lights to stay attached where we put them on the letter C, so we need to group everything together. Over on the left-hand side, you see all the lights and the C are in separate boxes. What we'll do is left click on the letter C, then go all the way to the top set of lights, click Shift, and left click your mouse. That'll highlight all of the lights, including the letter C, and you should see a new box that says Group. There's an open lock, the symbol that looks like two pieces of paper, and a garbage can plus three dots. You're going to tap on the word Group. This is going to group everything together, so when you want to move it or make it smaller or larger, you can do so, and everything will stay together. Now we're going to duplicate the C with the lights. How I did it this time, I clicked the box on the left with the C in it. You see the box with the symbols pops up on the right. You click the symbol that looks like two pieces of paper again, and it's duplicated. I want this to say Carter, like a family last name, and then with the second C, I want that to say Crew. So this is going to say Carter Crew. I'll type the letter T to get text to appear. Mine always shows up pretty small, so I'll have to make it the size I want. I'll double click the box and highlight everything so I can write the rest of the name for Carter. I'll adjust it until it's the size I want and in the position I want. Then I'll duplicate the word I just created to write the rest of the word Crew. This is going to make both words the same size. Now that I have everything in place, I'll click the whole box again so it's highlighted and I can get the dialog box again that says position. I'm going to group the C with the correct word. You see how the two C's are together and the two words are together? Well, you'll want to put the correct C with the correct word. If you click the C on the left, it will highlight the one on the right and you'll be able to see where to move it on the left. Now, how you move them around on the left, you hover your mouse over the letter, click the box, and hold it while you drag the letter to the correct word. Then you'll group the C with the correct word the same way you group the lights with the C. Now you have two full words that you can move around, you can make smaller, larger, or put wherever your heart desires on your design. And now you know how to group and how to wrap an element with light. But wait, I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to duplicate this exact design, but I'm going to get rid of the lights from the letter C, and I'm going to put the lights on the last part of the last name instead. What you'll want to do is something called ungrouping. You can remove the lights from the letter C by hovering your mouse over the element you want to remove the lights from. In this case, the word Carter. You'll click it once, and above the word, there should be a box that should have the word ungroup in it. Click ungroup, and everything will be separate in that word. You'll want the box to the left that shows all the elements, the one that says position, and you can easily remove all the lights at the same time by clicking the bottom box of lights and then going to the top box of lights and press Shift and left click on your mouse at the same time. It highlights all of the lights, and then you can just press delete, and that deletes all of the lights. Next, I'll highlight the text of the last name and erase only the R-T-E-R because we'll need to do each letter individually. Now we have an A, and then we'll duplicate that A and turn it into the R. We'll do the same thing with the T, the E, and the R. And then we'll also put the individual letters together so that it looks like a full word. Now I'm going to find the string of lights that I like for this design. This one's too dark and it won't show up, so let's go and find some other lights. I actually think I saw some lights that I may have liked towards the top. Yep, these are the perfect ones. I like these, so let's go ahead and try wrapping this around that whole word. So right now you can already see that some of the lights are behind most of the letters and in front of the letter A. What we want to do again is highlight the whole entire box until we see the word position at the top, and then click on the word position so that each individual letter, the lights, the letter C, all appear on the left-hand side in the box to get your layers. And this is also how we wrap the lights in front of and behind the letters. Within the box on the left, anything that's underneath the lights will go in front, and anything above the lights will go behind the lights. And now I'm going to zoom in to make sure that the lights are positioned on the A and the R the way I want it to be. And once I've done that, now I'm going to group everything together so that if I want to move it around, I'm able to without everything else moving separately. And that's how you can string or wrap lights around a picture or word. I really hope that that was helpful. All right, you guys, thank you so much for staying until the very end. I really hope that this tutorial did help you and that you are able to now create some designs wrapped in Christmas lights using Canva. I love using Canva because it's easier for me because I can use it on my laptop and it's just an easier tool for me. There are still a lot of things that I'm learning how to do. So if you know any other tricks and tools of how to wrap Christmas lights, then let me know. I would love to hear if you like using Canva as well and how you would wrap the Christmas lights. Well, I told you to stay until the very end, and I want you to leave in the comments below how many spiders you saw in this video. All right, you guys, have a safe and happy Halloween. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.